The conflict between Israel and Hezbollah has reached new levels of intensity, with both sides exchanging fierce strikes. Southern Lebanon is enduring its heaviest bombardment since the 2006 war, as Israeli forces target Hezbollah, killing a prominent missile commander. Civilians are fleeing northward as the violence escalates, and Lebanon's death toll has surpassed 550, with dozens of casualties in a single day, including women and children. In response, Hezbollah has unleashed a barrage of cross-border rocket attacks, firing over 300 projectiles into northern Israel. Israeli airstrikes have retaliated by targeting Hezbollah positions in Lebanon's Bekaa region, focusing on disabling rocket launchers and key military infrastructure. The ongoing violence has resulted in high tensions, as Hezbollah remains a significant threat to Israeli cities, prompting Israel to escalate its military campaign. In Gaza, the situation is similarly catastrophic. An Israeli airstrike on the Nuseirat refugee camp has left many Palestinians injured, with children making up a substantial number of the victims. Footage from the aftermath reveals harrowing scenes of injured children being rushed to hospitals, while families grieve their losses. In one particularly heart-wrenching moment, a father lost his twin sons in the attack, highlighting the human cost of the conflict. Hospitals have reported over 29 deaths, including 14 children, as the number of casualties continues to climb. Internationally, the conflict has drawn sharp reactions. Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan delivered a fiery speech at the UN General Assembly, accusing Israel of ethnic cleansing and genocide against Palestinians. Erdogan called for sanctions against Israel and likened Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to Hitler, remarks that drew immediate condemnation from Israel's UN ambassador Danny Danon, who found the comparison incomprehensible. Erdogan's criticism reflects growing international frustration with Israel's handling of the conflict, with multiple nations urging stronger measures to protect Palestinian civilians. Despite mounting global pressure, Israel remains steadfast in its military strategy, backed by allies such as the United States. Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant announced that Hezbollah has suffered significant losses, with their command centers, operatives, and weapons stockpiles being heavily targeted. Gallant's statement came after a military drill simulating a ground offensive in Lebanon, suggesting Israel is prepared for further escalation. Though Israel has stated that it does not seek a ground invasion, its forces remain on high alert, ready to act if the situation worsens. Civilians, particularly in Hezbollah-affiliated areas, are increasingly caught in the crossfire. In the Lebanese village of Saksaki, 11 civilians, including women and children, were killed in Israeli airstrikes, leaving families in mourning. The streets were filled with mourners, many carrying Hezbollah flags, as the community braced for further violence. Amid the escalating hostilities, broader geopolitical risks have emerged. A U.S. Navy vessel, the USNS Big Horn, was reported damaged in the region, though no injuries or oil leaks were reported. The vessel was operating near the USS Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group, underscoring the heightened military presence in the area. This incident highlights the increasing volatility in the Middle East, with U.S. military assets closely monitoring the situation. The ongoing conflict between Israel and Hezbollah, compounded by the Gaza crisis, presents a volatile and dangerous situation. Diplomatic efforts seem elusive, and with both sides preparing for potential further escalation, the risk of drawing in regional and global powers looms large. Meanwhile, civilians on both sides continue to endure the devastating consequences of the conflict, with no immediate end in sight. Subscribe for more updates.